Hi everyone, welcome to the Python basic course. Let's learn the syntax and semantics of Python. So, what is syntax in the programming language? So, in programming, syntax is kind of grammar of the English language. It refers to a set of rules where the symbols, keywords, and operators these can be structured in a way and combined so that it will be interpreted correctly. And then in semantics, semantics is kind of meaning of the English language. So let's go to the definition. So syntax in programming refers to the set of rules that govern the structure and combination of symbols, keywords, and operators in a programming language. It's like grammar. Semantics in programming is the study of the meaning of a programming language. It is different than syntax. For example, a statement can have correct syntax but incorrect semantics, meaning it is grammatically correct but does not make sense. Let's take an example. So let's say in C has the int x equal to 73.6. So intentionally I have missed the semicolon. So it is a syntax error. However, if I have put the semicolon here, it is syntax wise correct. However, from the semantics point of view, it is incorrect because it is the int type of data and I am keeping the float data. So it is incorrect from the semantic point of view and correct from the syntax point of view. So there is the difference between the syntax and the semantics, and I trust you have found out the difference between these two. Now let's come to the very basic. So first thing we need to know how to comment in Python. So in Python there are two types of comment. One is the single line comment and the other one is like multi-line comment. Generally, if the program is already being written and we want to write a short description, then we go for the single line comment. It can vary based on the context too. However, let's say that there is already a logic written and I want to change the logic. So I can say that for this user story, I am changing the logic. At that point of time, generally I go for the single line comment. The example could be, let's say, this is single line comment. This has symbol. If it is preceded, then this line is the single line comment. Shift enter. And this is the single line comment. Now multi-line comment. When generally we use the multi-line comment? Generally, let's say that we are writing a big program or a new program. I want to explain what this program does, who is the author, what is the date it is written, why is it being built. When there is so much information to be written, then we go for the multi-line program. In the Jupyter notebook, multi-line comment is not supported, so I'll go for the py file. Let me write one print statement here, or I'll say this program gives example of single line and multi-line comment. As you have noticed, I have made hash. So this is the example of single line comment. Now for multi-line 3 apostrophe, whatever I write in between these 3 apostrophe between, these are the multi-line comment. This is the example of multi-line comment. I'll say comment line 1. Let me copy this. Comment line 2 and comment line 3. Let me save it and let me run it. Python and the name of the Python file, enter. You see, this program gives example of single line and multi-line comment. This is what got, and these are comment line. So based on the context and the need, we can use either the single line comment or the multi-line comment. Now coming to variable. In any programming language, variable plays a very important role. Let me go to the IPONV file now. In Python, variable names must follow these rules. So start with a letter or an underscore. The first character cannot be a number. Contain only letters, numbers and underscore. No space or special characters are allowed. It is case sensitive. Like count and count capital and small are considered different variables. We should avoid using Python keywords like for, if, else, while. These keywords we should not use as variable name. So let's take example of few valid variable name and few invalid variable name. So let's say that var or my underscore var is equal to 5 and then print my underscore var. Let me run it, shift enter, and you see this is proper variable my underscore var. Same thing if I do my hyphen var equal to 5, what do you think what will happen? Print my var. As you know that the variable name should not contain hyphen, it can contain the underscore. So let's run it. You see we got error, cannot assign to expression here. So it is considering the hyphen is considering as minus, not as hyphen. Similarly, let's say that I am using underscore 1 var is equal to 5, print underscore 1 var. So it is proper. Now if I go for, because the variable name can start with underscore, if I do 1 var equal to 5 and print 1 var, what do you think what will happen? Let's run it. It is invalid because it is starting with a number. Similarly, let's try with for or if anything. If equal to 5, print if. See how it is coming to the right for the indentation. Let me write here print if, and I should receive error. So be very careful how you are defining your variable, and always remember these four rules: what the Python variables should start with, what it should contain, and always remember this is case sensitive, and avoid using the Python keyword. And what I mean by the case sensitive, let's say, uh, let's take a variable count equal to 5. Now print count, same variable, let's say I'll make it capital C, count equal to 10, and then print count. So it means that small c is 5, capital C is 10. Now let me run it. You see, although uh, C is small and C is capital here, these are considered as two variables, and there are two values for that. So Python variables are case sensitive. Now let's come to the type inference. So when we say type inference, what exactly we mean by? Like there are different data types in Python. However, how in other languages we are having the int, float, list, it is having. However, Python is intelligent enough to interpret which type of data type it is at the runtime. So let's take one example. Let's say var equal to mango. Now let me find out the type of this var. Same variable, let me take var equal to 5, and I want to see the type of the same variable var. Let me assign this variable a float number, any float number, and see the type. Let me assign one boolean type, true, and let me take a list also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's run it. You see, the first mango is string type. Then this 5 is int type. 3.14 is float type. And this one is bool type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a list type. So during the runtime, although the variable name is same, based on the value it contains, Python is able to recognize which kind of variable is it. What is the data type. Thanks for watching. Let's keep learning together. Thank you. Bye.